It's pretty weird, eh? The way the sunlight comes in and it makes things disappear. How far do I have to go? Wait, is it on this side before I disappear? Right? Before I actually, there's a screen here, so if I went inside, but um, yeah, it's just really weird. Just really, really weird. I was crying just a minute ago. I have to feel and believe that if I am writing a book about stories, and the stories come from everything that happens, things that are real, things not that I only see, because if I only see it, then it would be particular to myself. I bring it on things about Einstein, his name, Madame Curie, her name. Boxing cube, 3 minutes. The boxing ring is not a cube. It's one section of a cube up to the ropes. Guy Lafleur died today. He wore number 10, A, B, C, D. The ring is gone. The flower has died. The connection of 10, the black 10, the black one. So when 10 dies, does that mean a die is a duplicate? When the flower dies, the queen has all the flowers. So the flower dies. 10 goes with 17, opening up. Who is number 17 for the Montreal Canadiens? Rod Langway? I couldn't find anything for 17, but 17 usually comes in with 21, which was Guy Carbonneau. But that was later in the years. I think it was Doug Jarvis. But irregardless, that when Guy Lafleur dies as number 10, the D world, the mirror world, dies. When 17 is connected, why 17? Because 17 is connected as 17. They bring the 10 in the French world, they bring 10 and 7 together. And the two ways to create 17 is 1 times 8, 1 plus 8. The other way is 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. 1 and 8 on a singular cube, 2 and 5 reversal on a cube. They both create 10 and 7 and 8 and 9. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 is 8 and 9. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7. So the total is 34, and that is the CDDC world, the seventh gate. Not because I say so. So this number 7, okay, what happens when the flower dies? Okay, I have to now look at the flow. In the flow, we now have wolf. And if you looked at his hair, right, the way his hair was, let me see if I can get a picture of his hair. There's Bellevaux 6, there's 7, 8, 9. There's Guy Lafleur, but we're not seeing his hair. Let me see if we can see his hair. Boy, not here. Let me see. Yeah, here. So if you take a look, you can see the way his hair is pushed back over here. But I got to take that off. I don't want to get punished for showing you something. So so what happens is, we're going to write this down. Okay. So wolf and flow, with it pushed back, is number 56, which also for the word 3, also for the word 7. They both equal to numeric value of 56, or sorry, 3 equals 56 and 7 equals 65. So does white. Okay. And if you want to look at bookends, W and E are bookends, even if they're different. They're letters on the outside. Inside is IT. Anyways, I don't want to go through the, because there's you can, mix and match all of these and find all the, like W and E, put them together as we hit. I know it's the word white, words you can say inside of it, and just combinations of letters, H and W. And the word hit has more value than words that just don't go together as a word, right? You also have ET in the IT world, ITE. Also, you can use as the word light and hit. And I haven't talked about the Grand Slam, right? I didn't talk about, and I'm not talking about tennis, I'm talking about baseball. So if you get a Grand Slam in baseball, like it's grand, and I'm not sure if it's grandfather, right? But you have Grand Slam. Grand gives you 4 RBIs, right? 3 plus yourself. 3 plus yourself. 3 plus yourself, or 3 plus yourself. The ice cream cone. Half a fish. Half a fish in this world, half a fish in the other. So the flower dies. So the world is 56, and this is 23. ER instead of AR, and what about IR? And we have to put everything with R to understand what our vowels do, the numeric value of it. We all know it's going to only be 2 letters. The I and R are from the same family. They are what I believe to be the Venus 1/4, okay, of creation. And the reason for that is because it's only 2 letters. The rest of the alphabet has 4 letters. Sorry, 3 letters. The rest of the alphabet is 81 in the Venus, 81 in the Earth-Venus house, but not 54. Sorry, 54 is the sun. Did I say that? Yes. Sorry, 54 is the sun, okay, and this one is the Venus house. And this is going to be as, this is going to be 2 parts, and this is going to be 3 parts. 2 parts and 3 parts. If you want to bring it together, if you do bring it together, the 2 of them, it creates 135. S-U-N, sun. You can also see this if you play the game of pool, and it'll create the word mare, like in Mother Ocean, maybe the beginning of Mercury. Curie, Q-U. 3 and 21, you're 3 by 7. 3 and 21, 3 by 7. Something to do with, I don't know, the element scale, you have to go there. The 3rd letter and the 21st letter. So 3 by 7 is 21. I'm just trying to figure how to get this one over to here. 2, 1, this is 3, 1, and 2. I'm 3, 2, 1. I'm just trying to think why I'm doing it this way. This is also the beginning of the word cube, which is numeric value 31. This is 24. The total of this equals to 24, so it shows me it's the gateway. So what elements is this, C and U? This will create a 5. This will now be 3 and 5. And electric company comes into this piece over here. Right and left. Do you have the right time? There's no more time left on the clock. No more time left over. So we ended up with our 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the cube, you get 1 through 6. And then from inside the cube, the number 1 on the cube, okay, which gives you this. And then the number 2 on the cube, that gives you this. Now, why can't you do the 3rd part of the cube? Because the 3rd part of the cube gives you this piece over here, number 7. It's 2 with a 7 void. So we're showing you the opposite side of the cube. So why don't we show you the opposite side of the cube here? Well, then you'll have 7 again. 1 and 6 equals to 7. 1 and 8 equals to 9. 1 times 8 equals to 8. 2 times 5 equals to 10. Why am I doing it this way? What about going this way? 8 and 8 is 64, is 80. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. So this would be 38, the gold. And what would... Oh, yes, this would be 30. Anyways, just let's leave this out because I don't know where I'm going with that. So, yes, let me finish to this. So what happens when number 10 equals to number 39? 13, 13, 13. Okay, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4 equals 9 and 12. Okay, so now what we're going to do with this, we can also use it as 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4 and go 225. So if I went 225 like this, the tie over here, okay, is going to be 225, 216, 234. 666 to our vibration, 675 to the moon, 684 to the time on the clock and the moon. This is the diameter of the moon, so it's talking about 180, possibly Venus. This is the light within passage in the moon, which is Heinz. The reason I say it, which is also DC, so it's in the gateway, and this here is in the gateway because it's dividing. What these are is these numbers added up all come to 90 degrees. That's why I made it that way. Otherwise, in order to come to the 180 degree mark, right, I'd have to remove 54, and then I'd have to remove 45, and then I would have to remove 36. So I remove love and the sun and the fox. That's when I back up this arm all the way to here. But when this comes all the way to here, it's still going to take up an area space on both sides of this angle. The pendulum takes up area space. Remember, the 4 area spaces that are being divided this way and then being divided that way. And I believe that this moves, or one of these moves as a dome. I'm not really sure what happens. How can I know, right? Where does 3 and 4? Well, 3/4, or if it was 4/3, it would be 1. 4/3 would be 1 and 1/3. So you'd be talking about the 147 family. And I don't want to get into that. I'm going to look at this as the ring and the pole, 21 on the cube. Oh, wow, 12 minutes into this. I'm not really sure where I was going with this. But yes, it was all about the flower die. So this is what I was going to do. 10-7, 10-8, 10-9. Then I'm going to go 10-7 again, 10-8 again, and 10-9 again. So here I'm going to get 29. Here I'm going to get 27. And here I'm going to get 25. And then I'm going to, then I'm going to do it again, 10, 7. And we all know how we get this one, right? We get it by 18 and 25. We get it from the heavens of the Venus gates. The angels of the Venus gates in the heart of Earth. Earth, Jack, plugged in. Here's number 18. Why do I have number 18 over here? I don't like it. Something's wrong. Oh, yes, how it's created. So it's created from this one over here. 5 and 2 creates this one over here. This will create 8 and 9, 17. Okay, 2 and 5. 2 and 5 will create this. So what is this 2 and 5? It's right over here. Once you have 2 of these, it will create this. 1 and 1 is 2. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. That's why. So we would end up with 20 and 14 equaling to 34. 34, I just want to see something. 34, yes, the word 12. TW is 43. LV is number 34. So 12, I just have to remember what I was doing with that. This is, I didn't get into that. If somebody asks me a question about this, this is off the roulette table, straight 36 numbers. Here's the cube turned sideways in the center. There's more than one way to do it. And then we interlock islands. So what it's going to do is, where's that page? Hold on a second. Yes. So here we're going to get a 10 and 8, and then here we're going to get 10 and 9. So here we're going to get 39, and then here we're going to get 36. This is in the gateway. This is in Jupiter Man, and this is in the moon. And this also is talking about 20.
And there's another word. I don't remember which word. I came up with it last week. There's a word totals 107. Is it September? No, September's 103. But there's another word. Somebody try to find. Is it 14? See, 14 is funny. It's 104 communication. Is it 15? Is it 16? Is it 17? 17. 7 is 65, and this is 44. This equals to 109, in which 13 equals 55, and 44 equals to 99. So that is something to look at. Anyways, I don't remember, but I think it's in the number family. What was it? A teen. So if I add a teen to something, which is 44, and I'm looking for 107, I need 63. Oh, that's 11. And which is created by 7 times 7 equals 49. 7 plus 7 equals to 14. Hold on a second.
So now what I'm getting from this is also that when Guy Lafleur passes, Guy Lafleur died today, the word die, Demas, also talks about something to do passing through the moon and the sun, the eye through the moons of Mars, and there are 2 moons, okay? Moon M, planet P, okay? Also, we have to know is that the word 6 and 10 in French, one is marked SIX, which IX is 9, number 24 expressing a gateway, because X is the 24th letter, I is the 9th letter. Wow, so just give me a second. Okay, so we're going to finish off with this. I know I skipped over a couple of parts and I missed something. You know, I got distracted, which is not good. So what happens is this becomes 30 and 21, okay? 30 and 21. Now, the word day goes along with this. I always called this creation. I don't know why, but there are 4 months of 30 days. 4-3, this is the DC world. Okay, 4 months of 30 days. So we know that this is Mars, and this is what it's talking about. This is 100% Earth. Okay, so this is what is standard. When it comes to standard ET and H, okay, is the next dimension. So instead of 30 and 21, it'll now be 40, the blue world, and 28 inside the cycle, equaling to 68. So the mirror from Mars becomes 6 and 8, the dividing gates of DC. Well, because the reverted cubes, if you take a look at a cube, and I don't here I have one cube over here. So the invert of 3 and 3 is 6, and 4 and 4 is 8, right? 6, right? 6. I'd like to show you with 2 cubes, although you probably already know that 5 and 3 will invert the 4 and 2. Right? And this is what's happening. I think we went over this before. So this is 40 and 28. 28 is the cycle of man. And there are other words, okay, that will equal with 3 letters to 28. I don't know what they are. I'd like to build myself a decoder, and I can put inside of it all the letters in the alphabet, and I want all the word combinations that total 28 with 2 letters, 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters, and let me set up the equations. So this one would be Mars and planet house. This one over here would be 10 and 10, so this would be 20 and 16, 76 times 76, the dividing between night and day. And then after that, we're going to add this again, so it'll be 30 and 24. So in the first one, right here and here, it's going to be, let me do this again, 108 is going to be 2 and 16, or 20 and 16 for 36. Or it will be 2 and 7. Did I get that right?
did I get, is it 108? I don't want to use 10 and 8. Yeah, I'm going to use 10 and 8. So then this will be 20 and 16, 30 and 24, 40, back to the blue world, and 32. This is 72. So this is going to, one part of this, I'm not really sure. I know we're talking about Venus gates over here, 2 and 7. I know I'm talking about the students. I know I'm talking about the BCCB codes, which is B100. So it's the 1010 world, one world of 11. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2 equals 6 and 5, 11. So I know it comes from the divided house of the 7th gate. This will also be 4 and 5. I also know it'll be the sun. This will be 3 and 6. Again, the divided gate right here, the cat's gate. Here's the division between night and day, the pole and the ring. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but in short, 17 and 17 is 34, is also 25, DC Earth, and 17 is 51 and 33 rotation of the sun and the moon. 7 and 5, 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 1 and 2 is 3. So I'm just going to keep it to a long story short, that when the flower dies, the flower related to probably could be one of the moons of Mars. The flower now opens up. When the flower opens up to a communication satellite, it ignites the gateway, it ignites the heaven, it ignites what is the birth. What is the birth? It becomes 29, 39, the angels 49, 8. It connects between the heavens. Now we're into the next 3 months of the cycle, 3-4 months of the cycle, because the cycles overlap, which is shown to us on how they associate numbers on the roulette table, but how numbers are associated, that when you come to the 4th area numbers, it turns from AC to DC. 1, 10, black, 19, red, 28 black, 37 red, 46 black, 55 red, 64 black, 73 red, 82 black, 91 red, and cheerio, Raphael. I hope I'm understood, or it is understood, that the story is correct. And again, it goes back, I forgot to mention one thing, that when the flower dies, I'm looking at my piece over here, numbers 5 and 9 come together. Why did 5 and 9 come together? There's a reason. The farm dies. E-I-E-I-O, farmer in the Dell. What is Dell? Dell Computers. The angle 1 wing. I'm just looking over my, but there's a reason why I said I and E, 9 and 5. Flower die. Die is a cube. Cube is 9 sides. And remember, although a cube has 9 sides, each individual dot is divided into 4. Could be divided into 4, could be divided into 9. I don't know yet. We have to figure it out. I'm looking, if it was a cube like this, I'd be able to put 1 cube here, 1 cube here, 1 cube here, 1 cube here. There'd only be 4 cubes. Look at that, 4 cubes. 1 goes here, 1 goes here is 2, 3, 4. I'd only be able to put 4 cubes here. So there's 54 times 4 is 216. Let me just see if we can do this. If we had a face, let me just do this. Man, I didn't want to go this far. If we had a cube, okay, although it had, we had a cube, and we know our cubes like this, yet I'm able to put this over this one here. Look at that. Oh no, I can, and this one here, there's only a fine line that runs. But if I was able to put a cube in each one of these spots, it would be 4 cubes to a face. So imagine if each cube had 9 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it had 9 per face times 6 would be 54. And then it would be times 8. It's 4 in the front times 8 equals to 2 and 3. 8 by 5 is 40. 432. That would be our vibration inside this cubic house. But if each cube was split into 4, each cube value of 6 sides would be 24. 6 by 4, and this would be 6 by 9 for the face of a cube. 6 faces, 9 per face. 6 faces, 4 per face. This is 24. Now we have 8 cubes. This will be 32. That's 3. Remember, 32, and this one also was 32. If it was 7 by 4, it would be 28. Remember these, they're important. I've spoke about them before. Each one is used for something else. I don't know what yet. And this is a reversal of the sun. 4 and 5 to the 7th gate. This is hot and cold, blue and red. This is Earth's heart. This is the gateway, 4 and 2, 6 to 3 and 5, 8. Three and 5, 8 to 4 and 2, 6. So I don't make this stuff up. So we have 8 by 4 and 3, 8 by 2, 16, 192. I don't know what this means, 192. I can tell you, I believe it is one cycle in the Venus house. You have to multiply this by 3. If I did it this way, it would be birth in the sun because of the multiplication of 5 times 4. 5 plus 4 is 20 plus 9, 29. 91 is the spirit. You know, I wrote to somebody that you can't stop the spirit, right? You can't stop the spirit. Take care of your mind and your soul. You can't stop the spirit. Let it come on out. So this one is 24. 24 to 24. Let me see. Did I get that right? So like a gift pack. So there'd be 24 per cube. 4 times 6, 24. So it'd be 24 per cube. And let's say 4 cubes, half of this would be 96. So that would be rotation of 33. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. So 192 is rotation in the sun, or rotation of the sun, which is the I and the F letter. So we know we have to have an I or Fox. 99666. In this 99, 2 words that go with it. One is 13 and the other is Jupiter. Jupiter divided by 3. Okay, we're going to end it now. The video's long enough. Probably go on forever. Talk about a lot of things. Lose myself in the world. And there was another thing. A lot of things keep coming back to 6 and 4. The reverse at the 7th gate is 6 and 4 is 13. And 64 is DC. 64 is I in Israel. 64 is the 2 X's in Roman numerals. And what's funny about X in Roman numeral is its reverse letter is C. So it becomes 110. Reverse Roman numeral for X is C. So it becomes 90 and 110, which can also be reverted to 911. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus.